How much work it really takes to make something successful happen. Generally, the work we do has already been strategized and laid out by someone else. The details of the moment-to-moment, day-to-day operations, it's already been mapped out. It's already been planned. Someone else did that work for you. All you have to do is follow the rules or instructions given to you from the first day of your employment. Well, if you're considering entrepreneurship, then this isn't your typical employment arrangement now, is it? This is us creating something unique. At some point, you might be contemplating offering employment to others. You're not going to get there without a well-thought-out strategy. Erwin Rommel, regarded by many as one of the great German military strategists of World War I and II, said, "The organization of supplies, the command of men, anything in any way constructive requires more than intellect. It requires energy and drive and an unrelenting will to serve the cause, regardless of one's personal interests." Let's for a moment do some rocket science. At launch, the space shuttle, its external tank, solid rocket boosters, and all the fuel it was carrying had a total weight of about 4.4 million pounds. Imagine the energy that it required to get this thing off the ground and keep it propelled until it was 200 miles off the surface of the Earth. Let's simplify and say this: the math, strategy, planning, science, energy that go into this process are mind-boggling. If you compare your dreams to the space station and imagine the weight of your dreams to be about 4.4 million pounds, you will start to realize how much it can really take to get your thing off the ground. I'm not saying this because I want people to be discouraged. I'm saying this because I want people to stop being lazy and start expending some real freaking energy to get their thing off the ground. Because here's the energy that most people expend. They expend worry energy. They expend anxiety energy. And I think it's because this energy drains us emotionally. Mentally, we feel like we did something. And that's what's killing people's dreams. That is mind-boggling. The fact that we can basically do nothing and feel justified for not making a move on something or taking a chance on that thing that might help you move the needle. So, let's start the process of planning, strategizing all the things that we have to do to get you to the place you want to be. First, pen and paper or notepad on your laptop. We need to visualize where you want to be, what it looks like, all the details. How many hours a day are you working? How much money you're making? What kind of car you're driving? Where you're living? Everything. Then we need to work backwards and ask ourselves, how did I get there? Now let's take those necessary steps. Let's start by an outline of the day-to-day process of things that just must be done every day. Do you have to commit to 3 hours of prospecting calls every day? Great, let's schedule that. Do you need 1 hour of business mindset study and implementation? Great, let's schedule that. Do you think we should be meeting with individuals or teams in your network by conference call 2 times a week for training and motivational discussions? Super, let's get that penciled in. Because once you start this process, you really start the mental process of building your day-to-day life. If there's something there that you no longer want to do, fine, let's create a plan or strategy that puts an end to that thing, even if it's at some point down the line. But let's get organized and start planning, then acting on that plan to be doing the things you can be doing to move towards your success in any ways you can think of. You want to be your own boss? Well, start thinking, acting, and taking responsibility for yourself and your income. So, let's start by mapping out everything you normally do from your morning cup of coffee till the end of your day. This will help you see how much time may be unaccounted for during each day and help you fill that time with productive activity. Also, you can prioritize what needs to be done versus what doesn't. Basically, ask yourself, is this something that serves to further my ambitions? And if not, can I live without it? 2. It is an opportunity to get a to-do list started. Each day you should develop a list of 3 to 5 things that can be done during that day that are going to move you toward your goal. Once we're doing this, we have initiated our rocket fuel. And we've started our process to getting our dreams into space. Because once we get into space, it won't take a fraction of the energy to keep things moving.